around the Department of Defense. This is your daily news brief.
Fact-finding for the chairman. I'm Mark Weeks. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff arrived at Amman, Jordan over the weekend to begin a fact-finding trip to the Middle East and Central Asia. Army General Mark Milley met with his Jordanian counterpart and discussed several issues of mutual concern in the Middle East and the broader regional security situation. General Milley affirmed the U.S. commitment to its strategic security relationship with Jordan in facing regional and global challenges. The general will meet with other military and civilian leaders in the region and will visit with U.S. troops during his trip, the first to the region since becoming chairman last month. The commander of U.S. Indo-Pacific Command says freedom of navigation by air and sea is important globally, including in the South China Sea, where trillions of dollars in commerce transit each year. Speaking at the Halifax International Security Forum in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, Navy Admiral Philip Davidson said over the years, China has been militarizing islands in the South China Sea and has increased its capability there. The Admiral says China wants to come up with a code of conduct between it and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations for operating in those waters and urged ASEAN nations to ensure such an agreement, if reached, does not restrict their freedom of navigation and limit their ability to operate there for commerce and exercises. The Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for Acquisition and Sustainment spoke at the Professional Services Council-sponsored Defense Services Conference in Arlington, Virginia, and discussed the threat from China and what the U.S. must do to respond to the threat. Alan Schaefer said, "We've been in conflict with China for 10 years, and I'm not sure we know it, but we've got to wake up to it." Schaefer says each year China steals over $500 billion of IP in the U.S. through human and cyber espionage, and that's why the Defense Department is pushing hard to have strong standards for cyber protection of vendors' computers and databases. The Undersecretary also said in response to the urgent need to modernize, coupled with fiscal challenges, the department will have to rethink the way it does business, urging the industry to help find ways to cut costs and deliver capability more quickly. That's your DoD News Brief. I'm Mark Weeks. You can find more stories about your military at defense.gov and by using hashtag KnowYourMil.